Hey guys, Around here, and it's that time of the week. Sorry the video came out a little late. Been busy with putting some ideas, some stuff into play, but it's time to go get some comics. So right now I'm gonna go, and from what I've seen of release dates, it's mostly gonna be some DC stuff, DC Rebirth stuff, and I think a couple, maybe a Star Wars issue. I don't know. I'll have to find out, but I think mostly DC Rebirth stuff that I'll be out getting today. But hopefully there's some wild surprises and something intriguing. So let's head on out. Hey guys, I'm back. Unfortunately, the footage I shot at the comic book store, Toronto Comics, was messed up and whatnot, and I couldn't add it into the video. And there was something cool I wanted to show you guys, which is Toronto Comics expanded space that they got, and it's where they keep all their Silver Age and Bronze Age comics, and they got some cool vintage stuff and whatnot. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it for this time. But hopefully, by next time, I'll be able to finally show it to you guys and whatnot. But back to the comics. Like I said, DC Rebirth is I'm not gonna say that I'm biased, because I'm not. I like both DC and Marvel. Which ones I lean more to in terms of characters? Marvel. However. In terms of new titles and new thrilling stuff to get attached to, I've got to give it to DC, specifically with the DC Rebirth universe. They've been hitting it off in all points from every issue that I've gotten. Specifically, my personal favorite, Wonder Woman. I love the Wonder Woman issues and whatnot. And for this week's, I got 3 DC Rebirth comics and an old retro DC one. So to start off is my highly anticipated issue to get. Suicide Squad #1 DC Rebirth. Now why Suicide Squad? Why not the other two that I have? Why that one? Because from what I heard, that Jim Lee was gonna get involved with Suicide Squad. It finally came, and I finally got my first new pressed Jim Lee art with this issue. So I am looking forward to reading it, and it looks beautiful. I know that they've said don't judge a book by its cover. However, when it comes to comics, you gotta hook me in with the cover. And I mean, come on. It's Jim Lee, what can I say? But I'm excited to read that one. And to continue with DC Rebirth Bang is Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, issue #1. Now I picked up the first one, the first introduction issue of DC Rebirth with this title and the Suicide Squad one, and I was intrigued that it showed the history that Barbara, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, right? I'm into this, Black Canary, I think it's her. Their friendship that they had, how they used to be, and then they meet up with the Huntress. And I mean, I've been waiting to get my hands on this one to learn new stuff and whatnot. But another issue that I'm thrilled to read up about. And you know how I was talking about new titles coming up? Bam. Supergirl. Supergirl. Now I've grown to love the show. I'm probably gonna get the Blu-ray sometime this week. I'm not sure. I'll probably get the book or whatnot. But overall, I hardly know anything of Supergirl besides what I've seen on the TV show. But I want some new stuff. I want some new stuff and maybe a different take on her, but keep some of the same themes of her and whatnot. And I don't mean to spark any controversy or like, what the hell, how dare you? I have not gotten my hands on a Superman issue. Although Supergirl, on the other hand, Supergirl, keep at it and make me, keep me at it of getting the next issues that you will come out with, which is a lot, versus your cousin, Kal-El. And going back to what I praised much about Jim Lee, he had previously worked on a miniseries back a few years ago with Scott Snyder, Scott Williams, and Dustin Gallion, I believe, yeah. Which is the Superman Unchained miniseries, the 9-issue series. This is issue 3, which I got the first 2 issues. I haven't read them in a while, but I remember how intrigued I was, and I figured, you know what? Since DC Rebirth is hitting the home runs out of the ballpark, why not go back to a particular series that I was intrigued when I heard about who was involved in it and the character. But Superman Unchained issue 3, and hopefully I could finish off the series within the next couple of weeks. So yeah, and I'm not gonna say unfortunate, but to end up with, to wrap it up, I have 2 Marvel comics. First, the Paul Diamond issue 5 book, which I hear me out. I love Paul Diamond. I love Oscar Isaac. Even though we got minimum time with him in the film Force Awakens, I was still hooked. Now, the only wish I want is that Rian Johnson, if anyone who knows Rian Johnson or himself, you're watching this, I need more Poe in episode 8. I need more Poe, and I need more Phasma, please. So, hit me up, please. But from the book series, I've been hooked with it so far, and like again, I met with Charles Soule way before this book came out, and I kept I remember he's a big. I remember that I kept pressing like, hey, come on, you have my word that I won't tell anyone anything that you tell me about the book, but give me something to get excited for. And he said, I'm not gonna say anything. However, he asked me like, did you love Paul Diamond? I'm like, yes, I love Oscar Isaac. I love the character, the Han Solo of this version. For me, I hope him and Ray, they. But I'm like, yeah, I was intrigued with the character, and he said, hopefully with what we're working with Paul Diamond, he said you're gonna love him even more. And I said, okay, I'll take your word on that. And damn, I wish I just told me something big, but hopefully it still it keeps up on the route that it is. And I think, I might just spoil it, but they went to meet up with some Hutt, if I can recall, some Hutt villain that had information of Laura's son. I can't forget. Max Valentino's character that died in the first 5 minutes of Force Awakens. And from the cover, he's trapped in jail, so I want to see how he gets out. But yeah, Paul Diamond. And to finish it off is issue number 1 of The Fallen. Now, this is the spin-offs, I think it's a mini-series, I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's of Civil War 2. Now, spoilers for those who haven't read Civil War 2, watch out. If you don't want to get spoiled, I suggest you pause this, read what's come out of Civil War 2, and then read this, and then come back and watch this. Is that, unfortunately, Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, has died. And died on the hands of one of his friends and Avengers teammate, Clint Barton, Hawkeye. Now, I remember that the last issue of Civil War 2, they were like, you know, did you kill him because you wanted to? He's like, no, he told me he wanted me to kill him, you know, just for insurance and whatnot, for like in case something bad would happen, that he'd prevent it and whatnot. Now, I have no idea what's this gonna, you know, what's the premise of this series, but all I know is that it's about Hulk, and I hope it, I can only presume that's just gonna reminisce about, like, you know, the good times with the Hulk and whatnot, or, you know, maybe some slight bad times with Hulk, and maybe drop some Easter eggs that would push over what the character meant and what he could have meant or become in the Civil War 2 series. So hopefully it's a good series or good run. So The Fallen, #1. And that's gonna be it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I hope that the next week when I go back to the store, I can show you the more open space that they had, the new glass shelf that they put out, which looks awesome, and hope you guys would enjoy it. So see you guys next time.